Hello and welcome to round 4 of UK Grand Championships with me, Rebecca Gillard, joined as always by Richard Walker.
Bonjour.
Buongiorno. And on the left today we have Callum Gillespie playing Bara Alliance, and on the right we have Calvin Green playing Bara Rose.
Bara boys.
How have we got 2 Baras on the top table in round 4? What's going on?
2 Baras gone 3-0.
Apparently so.
That's weird.
That's really weird. And that's before the boxes come out.
Oh my god.
Exciting time to be alive.
Ah, yeah, but there's green cards in both of them.
Yes, Callum is Alliance with Rose and Cohor there. Should we run through those setups on
God
the right?
damn, that glare on the left is terrible.
I know. We can't do anything about it. There's lights everywhere in that room. So Calvin is playing, has played out, a Green Apple Knight, Vanguard, I think that's an Arbor Queen, and a King's Road.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side, Callum has played out a Dragonstone Faithful, a Power Bicon, which might be another Dragonstone Faithful.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the one in the middle is of the attachment though, I'm afraid.
Me neither.
And he's also got some economy down the bottom there. Which economy location is that? What's it called in the barrel one?
It's a Stormlands Fiefdom.
Stormlands Fiefdom. So they're both opening out the gates, sensing a theme this tournament.
Yeah, so Calvin gone to get Gates of the Moon. Will Callum uphold the unspoken gentleman's agreement? He does.
There is a bit, isn't there? If you both open it and someone doesn't get at the gate, doesn't get Gates of the Moon, it's like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'll get the Great Hall then.
In my first game against Florian, I made him first. We both opened at the gates, and he went and got Gates of the Moon. And I went and got Iron Gate, and he was like, what? And he was like, what about the gentleman's agreement? And I said, sorry mate, but I don't run it.
I guess you can, get away with it if you don't even run it in the deck. Although some might say that you should run one off in the deck just so that you can keep the gentleman's agreement. Does that mean I get out of it as I'm not a gentleman? Does that mean it'd be like, ha! I don't have to do it?
It's a figure of speech, not an actual, limitation on the gender.
So I can't get away with it then?
No.
I see.
Cool. So, Callum's first player. He's
is.
going to marshal some stuff. A Rose Garden, I imagine. Not that I can see. But it looks green, and it was 0 cost, so...
Yeah, it looks like a Rose Garden to me. Oh, it's a Vanguard Lancer with...
An attachment.
I'm bad enough with the attachments as it is, let alone when the glare's on them. Interesting that they're both set up the Vanguard Lancers. It's not ideal. Oh, this is the Justin Bieber that isn't Justin Bieber.
You told me it was Chris Hemsworth.
Or Chris Hemsworth. This is the one where I accidentally called him Justin Bieber like 5 videos ago.
Justin Bieber Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember what his actual name is now. I just keep calling him Justin
Massey.
Bieber. Justin Massey. That was it. Who looks like Chris Hemsworth. And I get confused for some reason calling him Justin Bieber. Because that makes total logical sense.
So not quite sure what Callum has marshalled at the bottom.
I think that's the, what's his name, Fossaway? The guy who gets renowned if his strength is high, 5 or higher.
What?
Is that right?
Fossaway.
Yeah. Military intrigue.
Yeah.
Guy looking kind of smug.
Yeah.
On the card.
Yeah.
That one. Ooh, a Randall. Oh, what's that? Traitor to the Crown?
Yep.
So is that the one where you don't count your strength in power challenges or in dominance?
Correct.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah, which is really sad because Justin Massey is king at the wall, which required you to win a power challenge with attached character.
I wondered what that attachment was. So what does it actually do? So you win a power challenge and then what?
You draw as many cards as you have out of faction locations, so i.e. Tyrell location. So he'd draw a card if Justin Massey won a power challenge. That's less likely now he's 0 strength. So he'd have to just piggyback into the power challenge. He can still go into the challenge.
Oh, okay, so he's still got the icon, so he can still go in, but he'd basically be 0 strength. And you kind of want to use him for the military, wouldn't you?
It would seem better that way, unless you're desperate for the cards.
So Fossway there is going in with an intrigue challenge. Oh, I don't think that is a rose garden. Isn't that Jousting Pavilion?
Could be. Yeah, he hadn't used it to reduce, so yeah, could be a jousting pavilion.
Okay, so defending there with the Green Apple Knight for 2-3 strength. Using Arbor Queen to increase into 5. I think he's forgotten something there because I think Calvin thought he won it then. Yeah, I think Calvin was saying that Green Apple Knight was now 6 strength. I think he forgot that Randall wasn't a knight.
Yeah.
I do that as well, actually. I always feel like he's a knight when I do it. He's not, is he? Is he a lord?
He's just a lord.
Just a lord. Oh, and Cohor's activating.
So he's getting rid of whatever the attachment was. It looks like a tawny lance.
Ooh, for
No, milk on Randall.
Seems good. And a renown on Fossway there because his strength was 5 due to the I was going to say tawny ground then. It's not tawny ground. I just said it a minute ago. You know what? I was thinking Jousting Pavilion and I don't know why, but I was like, no, that's the online website thingamajiggy. That can't be right. Just having a blonde. Just ignore me. Brain farts. Military with Fossa Dude. Not Fossa Dude. Bieber Dude. Who isn't actually Bieber. Massey.
Maybe you should stop talking.
Yeah, I'm going to shut up for a minute. You carry on.
Can I? Okay. Calvin doing some defending. In the military.
Mm-hmm.
So he wins it because of Arbor Queen from earlier. That gives him 6 strength on defence to Matthew's 5 on attack with the Jousting Pavilion.
So Arbor Queen lasts the entire phase.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a really strong card in the Bara Rose deck.
Mm.
It's interesting to see what's going to be the difference between the Bara Rose and the Bara Rose with the Cohort.
Mm.
In theory, the Cohort has more flexibility to fetch attachment to the situation as it's required, but it does have a bigger deck and might be harder to find other cards like location and specific characters.
So because he's running Cohort, I'm assuming that Callum must have an Isle of Ravens or some way of putting the discard pile back into the deck, right?
I imagine so.
What other ways would you be able to do that apart from the Isle of Ravens? I know you've got Citadel Archivist, but I don't feel like that's ideal in the meta at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think Callum running Archivist. Pretty sure he's running Isle of Raven. Yeah, he's got 2 Isle of Raven.
Oh, you're looking at the deck?
Yeah. He posted it on Throne DB if you want to look at it.
Just a quick note on the plots there. So Callum has played King of the North. I'm guessing because he's got that King attachment on Massey.
King in the North.
Well done.
Thank you.
And Calvin's played Exchange of Information. So he has to get the Nightmares and...
Traitor.
Traitor?
Traitor to the Crown.
To the Crown.
Same thing that Chris Hemsworth has.
Yep. God, we're going to get so many names.
Or is it Liam Hemsworth?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, they do look pretty similar.
You look pretty similar.
To Chris
Callum.
Hemsworth. Callum? But Callum looked like Darren Hazelden.
Only when he was younger.
That is true.
It was a bit creepy.
Are you saying Darren Hazelden's creepy?
I was saying that it's creepy how Callum looks like Darren Hazelden.
Why is that creepy?
Because Callum is Callum and Darren is Darren. And yet when Callum was younger, Callum looked like a slightly slimier version of Darren. Whereas now,
Callum looked like a slimier... Wow.
Whereas now, according to my phone, Callum and you are basically interchangeable because my phone can't decide which one of you is Richard and which one of you is Callum.
Amazing. But clearly, I'm taller.
Clearly, very clearly. I think Callum just basically morphs into random people through time. Eventually, he'll end up like Calvin with no hair.
He does get confused for Calvin, but only by name.
I'm sorry, Callum. We love you, really.
Right, so what's Callum going to marshal here? He's shutting down not actually a great deal from Calvin here. He shut down Davos's reaction He shut down the Arbor Queen, but
That's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not shutting down anything else at the moment, so he's just kind of buying himself a bit of time, I think, with this round. Trying to just push ahead and slow Calvin down.
Yeah, seems like a good shout. Oh, an attachment there, which he very sort of, dramatically flourished as he put down, but in such a way that actually didn't show us the card, and now it's in glare zone.
Is that on the Bastard of Night Song?
Don't know. Can't tell what the card is.
I feel like it's Bastard of Night Song. I think we saw it when he put it down.
Okay.
But we shall see. We know Calvin has another traitor to the crown, which is probably pretty handy on the Bastard. Calvin had his own King at the Wall, who is Davos Seaworth. And we've got a traitor on the Bastard of Night Song, which Callum probably saw coming.
You're mixing up Callum and Calvin again already.
Oh, God. And I think that's a honey wine.
Ooh. It's win by 5, isn't it? And you get a power?
It looks like they're basically both playing the same deck.
Apart from Callum's got more attachments.
Well, he got a bigger deck, so he got more cards in there. And he has a little bit more flexibility with his attachment that he can tutor with the agenda. But we all know that having a bigger deck doesn't make you a better player.
You keep telling yourself that, darling.
Thank you.
So we've got an intrigue challenge going in from Fossaway because his strength was increased by the Jousting Pavilion. Callum was able to use the High Garden Courtier. Is that the right one?
Oh my word.
Is it right? Did I get it? Did I actually get it? It's wrong, isn't it? You got to tell me so the viewers know.
The viewers know what it is.
I think it's the High Garden Courtier.
I'm just going to leave you in suspense.
Oh, you're such a dick. Was knelt to restand Fossaway. You're so mean to me.
I know. So
you're not going to tell me,
what is Calvin going to do? He can't win it on defence. He only has another 2 knights on the board. Even with the Arbor Queen, he doesn't win. So he loses Sir Garland Tyrell. But Callum forgets Fossaway's renown or doesn't take it.
I guess there's no reason not to take it, so I'd assume that he'd just forgotten it.
Yeah, that may well be the case.
It's not like he's playing Stark and might ward him.
True. I can't imagine either of these guys are playing Valar Morghulis.
Not with the way they put their boards out.
Bara Rose doesn't seem to be the kind of deck that runs Morghulis. It seems to be the kind of deck that runs Daenerys. Maybe even Wildfire, but more likely to Valar Daenerys.
I mean, if Daenerys did go off, Calvin wouldn't lose that much.
No, and that's why they run it. I mean, if Daenerys did go off, you'd get rid of what? Randall?
That means milked anyway, right?
Exactly, just get rid of Randall, keep everything else.
Yeah, because you get to keep 4 characters.
Harder decision for Callum, because he's got some good characters out, but they're both traited, and it's not terminal.
I was going to say, is it terminal?
No, so Calvin gets them both back to hand.
So what Callum really needs to see then is a crescent.
Yes.
Because I don't think... power icons, he's just got the Dragonstone Faithful and the High Garden Courtier there, isn't he? So, is that a knighted?
It does look like knighted.
So had a knighted on him, which is being swapped for a milk on Davos, I guess because of the stealth.
Yep.
Oh, it's a Lancer, Vanguard Lancer there next to the Dragonstone Faithful. So he's got a very small power icon there.
Yeah, so milk on Davos means if there is a kill, he won't come back to hand. And of course he loses the stealth, which is pretty important, I think.
Especially when Callum's really struggling for power icons at the moment due to the traitor. Traitor from the crown or of the crown?
Traitor of the crown.
Traitor of the crown, okay. So is Massey a knight?
Massey's a knight.
Okay. So we've got the Vanguard Lancer, who's a knight, plus Massey, Fossaway, and is the Bastard Knight Song a knight?
No.
Okay.
Don't think he is. He could be, actually. I know he, like, not the 7, even though he should be. He is a knight. He's a bastard and a knight.
Ah.
Yeah. So I think one important difference between these two guys right now is the Arbor Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Arbor Queen, you're gonna essentially every time Calvin doesn't actually use it, Calvin basically threatens it on every single challenge and every character he's got standing, whereas Callum can't do that.
Oh, what's that location?
The Starry Sept.
Oh.
And he can trigger that and the Honey Wine.
So how does Starry Sept work again?
When you win a power challenge, put a power on it.
Just when you win one?
As a reaction, yeah.
God, that seems strong.
And as an action, you can put a power, take a power from it and put it on a character.
Mm-hmm.
And it blanks them for the phased.
Okay.
So it's quite flexible. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's like, do you keep the power on it or do you use it?
Just keep it on there normally. And use it only if you're going to, get them absolutely destroyed by a threat. I.e. Dark Sea of Blood, and they've got their stealth attackers out. You can just blank one if you need to, short-term measure.
Yeah.
Miri Mazdur, you'd want to blank.
Drogon.
Miri Drogon, you would want to blank Drogon. Those kind of things. If you really need to do it, you don't really want to give people a power, but if it keeps you in the game for a round, you do it.
Yeah.
So that turned out to be a good round for Calvin so far, in that he managed to play his own King at the War to negate Callum's King plot, which has allowed him to use his Rose Garden and trigger his Honey Wine and Starry Sept as well. So it wasn't quite the stopping of the momentum that Callum was hoping for.
Mm. And that big power challenge then, letting him use support of the people to go and get the Starry Sept.
Yeah, so he over-defended that just so he could get support of the people.
I think Calvin was doing the challenge.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Calvin was doing the power challenge and Callum defended with the Vanguard. And now Calvin is doing the Intrigue challenge with the Green Apple Knight, increasing his strength using the Arbor Queen, which let him win the Intrigue by 5 as well, and therefore triggering the Honey Wine to gain another power. So,
Calvin running into a lead now with those locations. Like half his power is on both of those locations alone.
Yeah.
So they're doing some solid work.
So PD might hurt him. It certainly make him have to make a tough choice.
PD would hurt both of them.
But I don't think
neither of them are running PD.
It'd be strange to win these decks, wouldn't it?
If you're running Jousting Pavilions that are 0 cost location, you're not going to want something that blows them up. I think it's safe to say neither of them are running PD. But as for their next plots, I'm not sure. What does Callum play, for example?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, resets aren't going to do very much at this point. Oh, okay. It's an interesting choice on Callum.
We're not die against King in the North. Callum's got the initiative.
I guess Calvin's just playing King of the North because it's not going to really matter. They both have kings.
Yep.
So might as well just get rid of the plot, but it's decent gold and decent initiative.
Yeah, well, decent initiative. Got an initiative of 2.
So many plots now have like 0 or 1 though. I feel like 2 can win in a lot of occasions.
Really? I don't.
Yeah, but you're a Greyjoy player.
No, I'm not. I'm a Greyjoy player. I've been told with that brush again. You joined the right side for a while, playing Stark and Stark Dogs, which is even better. But, slipping back into the old ways. Bloody Greyjoy. The old way.
Did you see what I did there?
No. You got lucky.
I literally did it on purpose.
You literally got lucky.
I literally did it on purpose. I was being punny. And you even got it and you looked happy about it. And then was only annoyed because you realised that I meant to do it.
Dragonstone Port comes out from Calvin.
That key piece of information we need to put across.
Indeed.
Vanguard, getting rid of that renown on Fossaway. And Brienne on the board is nice for Calvin, a bit of renown.
Ooh,
that was
Brienne
speeding
the
up.
beauty.
Don't be mean.
Who's being mean?
We all know that Brienne the Beauty was a teasing name.
Did you just say Brienne the booty?
No.
Here we have dueling Vanguard Lancers.
Yep, getting rid of that power of the Starry Sept. Ooh. His name Corbury.
Courtney.
Courtney. Where did I get Corbury from?
Lynn Corbury is a card.
Oh, okay. I was made it up completely then.
So, yeah. We have Courtney Penrose Marshall with Knighted, I think that is, for the strength pump.
Yeah.
And Callum puts his Crown of Golden Roses on Calvin's Randall.
So this was because he didn't have any Tyrell Lords in play.
Well, it's not Tyrell specific, but he doesn't have any Lords in play.
Oh, okay. And if he doesn't put it on Randall, he loses the card because of You Win or You Die. So it makes sense for him to put it out on someone because he can then use Cohort to get rid of it and get something more useful.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good, strong play from Callum.
It's not something I would have thought of doing. But I guess Randall's strong enough anyway, right? It doesn't really matter. Give him the god.
Well, Calvin can't trigger it.
Oh, he can't?
Because Callum still controlled it.
Ah, even better play then. So got an intrigue there from the Green Apple Knight. Callum defending with Fossaway and using the High Guard and Courtier to restand him due to the strength bump by the Jasmine Pavilion. Why are you shaking your head?
I thought Calvin just used Arbor Queen, but then stood it back up.
Maybe he changed his mind. So this means that Callum wins the challenge and gets a renown. It's not important for Calvin to push through the intrigue now because he's going to be losing those any cards he's got left for You and You Die anyway.
He doesn't have any cards left.
Well, then there you go. So it doesn't matter about winning the intrigue.
So I guess Calvin has just gone in with the Green Apple Knight for intrigue, has he?
That is what happened a little while back, yeah.
So
Nightmares.
Are we waiting for
Lassie?
Power Challenge?
Yes.
Sure.
I believe so. I'm not sure why the Green Apple Knight's just knelt though.
Are you even watching the game, Rebecca? It's Callum Challenges.
Who's doing a challenge?
Maybe the guy that's knelt.
Okay.
So now we've got a milk on Brienne.
That's 3 milks on the board. There's one on Randall, isn't there? There was one on Davos, and now one on Brienne.
Yeah, so that's one thing that Cohort can do. Put milks on characters really quickly. Good for character control.
I'd be kind of tempted to put one on the Green Apple Knight just because they're really annoying.
Yeah, they are actually quite annoying.
What's going
But,
on
you
there?
know, Calvin does control a king, so Brienne doesn't kneel to defend, which is also really annoying.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely choose Brienne over the Green Apple Knight. I kind of want a 4th milk at this point, basically. To go on the Green Apple Knight as well. So military now coming through from the Bastard Knight Song and Justin Massey.
I imagine in future, Green Apple Knights, in future Bara Cohort deck, they'll be having a hunting accident.
Do you think?
Maybe. Depends if you can get them knelt. Because otherwise they don't need to kneel. Got ambush though. Ambush 3. Legitimately good tactic.
It's a pretty good attachment, isn't it? Is hunting accident Bara only? Is it a loyal Bara card?
Don't know. I imagine so. Let me consult my memory.
Wow, you're looking at actual physical cards and everything.
Hunting accident is loyal.
Ah, there we go.
So yep, you'll only see it in Bara Main.
Power coming through from Callum here. And Calvin... Yep, defending with Davos. So, Courtney, restanding there. Why is he restanding?
Because his ability is when you win a power challenge, you may stand him.
Ah, he's that one.
So he doesn't trigger King at the Wall, assuming that the challenge Matthew is in. For one card, because you're going to lose it.
Ah.
It doesn't make sense, really, to draw the card. But he's going to cohort King at the Wall. But if he does that, he can't trigger anything else this round.
He's already done the Crown of Golden Roses, isn't he?
He has, yeah. Means he would have to remove a milk.
That swung the power totals a bit there.
It has.
Callum there just using the location to move the power onto his faction card.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do with the Stormlands Fiefdom. You can really move the power around from previously safe location to the faction card. Yeah,
because it's always risky leaving it on your characters, especially when they're unduped and the boards are getting big. You know you're risking a reset.
But if you want to steal power from your opponent's house card, you can move them from Starry Sept onto there. You can move them from Honeywine to the faction card, and other locations like Small Council Chamber and things like that.
Ooh, that's an interesting choice. So, barring the gates from Callum, I'm imagining that's more Stark. You right?
Yeah, I was just thinking Small Council Chamber immune to card effects, I think, or something like that. So, anyway,
okay, that's rude around thought. Okay.
It was just continuing from before you jumped in.
Oh, apologies. So Callum flipping barring the gates there, which, as I say, is probably tech against the Stark decks. Things like Winterfell,
Mira,
and all that kind of thing. And Calvin's side has played Valar Dohydus.
Say it again.
Oh, piss off.
Say it in that little accent you do. Come on.
Valar Dohydus.
See? You're so Japanese. Right, so we have Valar Dohydus against, barring the gate. So what are they both going to save?
It's kind of tricky, isn't it? Because if Callum gets rid of the ones that have got those annoying traitor to the crowns on them, they're just going to go back to Calvin's hand and he's going to play them out again.
Yeah, whereas if Calvin gets rid of the ones that are milk, the milk just goes away.
Well, what's Calvin going to keep here? Not them.
Yep, gets rid of those, puts them back on the bottom of the deck. So I imagine now Calvin probably got a big they want to get out. Because you don't want to play out your big and then play Valar D.
Is Green Apple Knight 2 cost?
3.
Is Davos 3 cost?
4. Oh! Calvin cheated!
Yeah. I'm not mathing wrong, am I?
No. Davos is 4, Lancer 2, Lancer 2, Apple Knight 3. That's 11 gold he saved on the board.
Calvin cheated?
Calvin has inadvertently cheated.
Oh.
Callum saved 2 Lancers, a Chud and Massey, which is 10 gold. So, yeah. We'll see how impactful that is.
Didn't notice that when I was editing.
Could you tell us you don't watch it when you're editing?
Not properly.
Is
they're Bob.
It is Bob.
With...
attachment. He's knighted, I think.
Yeah, I think is that a bodyguard as well?
God damn that glare. So annoying.
I know. I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
Blame the expo.
I blame the expo.
I mean, short of like getting a tent for our players to play in and having expert lighting, which I feel like would be a lot more bags than just our usual rucksack. Yeah, not much we could do with that. So
Jack.
another green apple knight. And a hedge knight as well.
Yep.
So that'll be 3 strength for the power icon because our other knights on the board.
So the green apple knights are currently +5 strength each.
Ooh.
They should be +4, but I'm not sure it's going to matter too much.
So military here. With Massey and Bob. Bob no longer counts his strength in a power challenge because of the traitor.
Yep.
Defending just with the Vanguard Lancer and taking that as claim. Yeah, I'm wondering how impactful that would have been.
I put the green apple knight down to 4 strength instead of 5. But yeah, it's hard to tell. If you get win by 5 triggers from the green apple knights now on the honey wine, then it makes a big difference. But he does have Alba Queen to do that if he needs to.
Yeah. What's that attachment?
Little bird.
Ah, you know what? I was looking at it sideways on as I was editing, and I felt like it looked like a ring.
A ring?
Yeah, like from the angle, it kind of looked like a ring, and then like the white was like the light reflecting on the ring, and then when you said little bird, I turned my head sideways, like proper sideways, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a little bird.
Cool story. I like it. Yeah, it's a nice little story.
Thanks. I tried really hard to make a good story. Oh, it's going to change his mind and put it on to Bob. Why is he stunning Bob?
Because Justin Matthews, when a king gains the power, you can stand it, or Bara character. Something like that.
Oh.
I'll consult my memory quickly.
And intimidate on the green apple knight there.
Matthew. After a Baratheon character gains power, stand it.
Ah.
So
That's pretty cool. So putting the little bird on Bob means that he can then use Bob again in the intrigue challenge and maybe get some more intimidate off.
yeah.
Seems like a good shout. And Bob with 2 icons always seems good, right?
It seems better than having him with 1. Especially with Matthew. So yeah, he's going to go in for a green. No brainer. So he can intimidate something else down.
Yeah. Makes sense. But Calvin's going to let that go unopposed. What's he debating? Some form of reaction. Oh, is that Oathkeeper?
It is. No, he doesn't trigger Oathkeeper for Oathkeeper, but he does trigger it for Cahor.
No, I think he's getting it for Oathkeeper.
Oh, he's getting it for Oathkeeper.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it's not taken unopposed and claim yet.
I thought he took unopposed.
He started to and then put it on the board, look, because he realised it might
yes.
have a reaction. So he's taken a crescent there. Seems good. And then the unopposed power, renown, and intimidate on the other green apple knight. Seems like a good shout. Also means that Calvin doesn't have any intrigue icons.
Getting that crescent seems like a good play.
Definitely. Because there are some very annoying attachments on the board for Callum at the moment.
Yeah, that's the only card he's got, but having intimidated the only intrigue icon that Calvin has. Yeah.
Should be safe.
Intrigue icon he has standing, I should say.
So military coming in from that House Knight. Defending with the Vanguard and taking it for claim. And looks like we're going to go for the power.
Power for 4.
So Callum can't get to 4. He's only got another Vanguard and a Dragonstone Faithful, but he's going to try and stop Calvin from winning by 5.
He cannot win it by 5.
But he's going to win by 5.
Whoa. Yeah, he does win it by 5, but
You can't do it on both of them, can you?
He can't put it on both of those. No, you have to pick a Tyrell character. Yeah, which is what Callum's saying.
Yeah.
But he'll still win it by 5, having done that.
Yeah.
So he triggers Dissect. And draw 3 cards from King of the Wall. Does he trigger the Honeyline? I know, because he didn't win by 5, because he can only do one of the Baratheon characters. So he won it 6-2.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to talk and watch the game, isn't it? Getting more used to it now with 201 videos.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like you haven't done enough videos. It's a pretty close game. I feel like it's quite difficult at this point to call who's going to win it. I mean, I guess Calvin's got a better board presence, although Callum has Bob. So they're both going for turning for the king, so apparently they both feel like they can take the win this round possibly, or at least get a lot closer to it. And Calvin there with certainly enough knights. I mean, 5 knights on the board, right?
Yeah.
It's 5 power on their own.
Should be 4, but...
Yeah. And Callum, just to remind you of what's on the board there, because it is difficult to see, has a Dragonstone Faithful. He now has a Crescent, a Vanguard Lancer, Bob, and Justin Massey. And he's kneeling Crescent to get rid of the traitor from the crown.
On Massey?
I guess Bob's got 2 icons now. On the Isle of Ravens, you'll be happy to see that. And then a big... Is that Randall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a Randall.
It is. Well, I am surprised because Bob can get to really high strength in the power challenge, and being able to do a power challenge on attack and a power challenge on defense by triggering Massey to reach down Bob seems really strong with power totals as close as they are.
You think
I think that's more impactful than using Massey.
Oh,
perhaps Callum is going for the draw.
Yeah, I mean, a draw's good, but
It's only going to get 1 card though.
Yeah, I don't know how concerned we need to be about duped Bob now on Calvin's side.
Nah, just Bob.
We're not bothered about a duped Bob, it's fine. Yeah, this isn't great for Callum.
I don't know, Callum got Randall, but he doesn't have an Arbor Queen, which is sad for him.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Oh no.
What are you doing, Callum? He's forgotten about the traitor, hasn't he?
I think he might have.
He has definitely forgotten about the traitor. Calvin must just be like, woo!
Is there a trick? Yeah, it was a little bit curious that he took the traitor from Massey instead of Bob.
Oh, okay. Decided to throw in Randall as well, but that's still not very much. So with Randall and Massey, that's only like what, 9 strength? Is that right?
Yeah. So he's shuffling in Knighted, which means if you win the challenge, you kind of sack something. Maybe King at the Wall, go and fetch Knighted, put it on Randall, trigger Randall, stand with Randall. But yes, Calvin could just defend here.
Quite easily as well, I think. He can just defend with, like, I don't know, Bob and the Hedge Knight.
He could just defend with Bob.
Is it Hedge Knight?
Yeah, Hedge Knight.
Hedge Knight,
he could just defend with Bob and trigger the Arbor Queen and win it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get math.
Yeah, because currently Bob is 9 strength.
Oh, God.
Callum's attacking for 9 strength. But he's gonna nil 2.
Just in case.
Just in case there's a trick. Calvin Matthew.
Oh, there you go. Callum realising. Oh dear.
So, Calvin wins on defence.
Yeah.
Trigger story set? Nope.
I don't think he wins by 5, does he? Oh no, you don't. You just win a challenge, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Callum wants to concede, but Calvin's saying I prefer just to play it out if that's okay.
Yeah, I think that's game over.
Yeah.
Damn, that traitor, man.
Yeah. Well, you said it was weird that he took it off Massey. I think he genuinely just didn't realise that Bob had one on him.
Well, he knew Bob had one on him, but he just forgot. That can happen in tournaments. Sometimes you get tunnel vision when you go through games.
Yeah.
You know, your focus just narrows to certain things, just thinking so much about something else that you lose track of some, simple thing on the board.
Yeah. And that's renowned on the Apple Knights and game. Oh, that's a sad way for Callum to lose that. Yeah. Oh, bless him.
He's so sad.
You plonker. Well, it's easily done. These things happen. Commiserations, Callum. It's a silly mistake, but as we say, these things do happen. Congratulations to Calvin, though. He's 4-0 with Bara. Doing really, really well.
Yeah. Crazy.
So,
tell me your Stannis, Matt.
So thanks to everyone for watching the videos. Thanks always to our patrons. If you would like to support the channel, you can do so by going to patreon.com/The White Walkers. And yeah, we'll try and get round 5 out as quick as we can.
What's round 5?
Oh god, don't ask me questions I can't remember.
It's me versus Whammer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That'll be a fun game.
Yeah, I think it was a fun game actually.
Oh, well, I can look forward to that one then.
Cool. So yeah, see you next time on The White Walkers. Bye.
Bye.